What's up, people? Orseofkorse here, coming at you with another Paragon deck build. Today we're going to be looking at my girl Countess. Now, disclaimer, Countess has been nerfed or changed in Monolith, so she isn't quite as bursty as she was in Legacy. She still is a burst hero, I would say, especially in this new meta. She still does a good amount of damage, but she isn't what she used to be. So just keep that in mind before you even look at this build, because a lot of people are not playing Countess anymore. But I still think I should give her some love because she's still a viable hero in my opinion. If you don't think that, that's fine. You can drop the hate in the comments, whatever. I think she's viable, so I'm going to make a little deck build for her. Let me know what you think. In any case, people, so I start out with the Archmagus. So the 60 power, 100% damage bonus, I like that. She still is an assassin type character, so you want her to hit hard. You want her to be able to take out those minions and enemy players in lane. So I like to go with the damage instead of the defense. Now, in the consumables, I went with the Hunter Strength, Mana Potion, Shaman Strength. The reason I went with a Hunter Strength because with her passive or with her siphon ability, health isn't really a big issue if you're playing well. I'll just say that. So I went with the two mana potions in a sense. Shaman Potion will start to be better than Mana Potion fairly quickly. I think by like level 7. So that's why I went with the Shaman Potions. If I had two Shaman Potions, I would go two Shaman Potions, honestly. But that's what I have right there. Mana is a pretty big deal with Countess, so you can keep your abilities up. Now, I'm going to go over my throwaway cards first, and then we'll get into the deck proper. Now, the first card that popped up was the Amulet of Veteran. This card, you can take it or you can leave it. It depends on how the game's going for me. Countess, she can be a little squishy early game, especially if you if you teleport into enemy, a group of enemies on accident or something. You get overzealous. The extra health might help you get back out of there. So it depends on the enemy team, because the extra health does help sometimes. But that's up to you. That's optional. The next two cards I always take. They're mandatory in my deck. It's the Fountain Spike. I take these early game, and that's 6 power, 30 mana, and then you get another 6 power, 30 mana once you fully upgrade it. I like having that extra mana because it just lets you stay out a little bit longer, do more damage, and she does take a decent amount of mana. I think they need to kind of scale back on how much mana she consumes. And I equip that with 3 major casts, giving her good damage. I like that because she is supposed to be that bursty type hero. If you can get your combo rotation on somebody, you'll probably take a good chunk of their health down. And if you're with another hero, with a comrade, you're probably going to kill a person if you catch them out. Easy peasy. It's just that. So 2 Fountain Spikes, they're both the same. Once I build those, depending on what the enemy team is building, I might go with the Lord's Ward next, or I might do that sooner. But let's go ahead and get to the 12-point card here. So I have another Fountain Spike here. Once I get rid of my lower Fountain Spikes, I'll go with a stronger version of it. And that one has advanced mana, and then it has 2 major casts, which is 18 power. Mana and damage is what I really run with her for the most part. So that's why I went with the Fountain Spike. I have a second Fountain Spike that is exactly the same, just like the lesser ones. And then I have the Lord's Ward. Countess is kind of sneaky. She can get away, but you do not want to be caught out. You don't want to be caught off guard because it's just bad practice. Plus, you want to keep wards for your teammates anyway. If you have wards, nobody can sneak up on you or your team. So I want the Lord's Ward because it gives you 30 mana, 50 health, and then a 0.3 mana regen. The mana regen isn't a big deal. I might go with a different ward eventually, but this one's working for now. And then I go with the 3 basic manas. So get a nice little mana pool going. Now, the next card I have is called the Shadow Scroll. I like this card because of the ability penetration. Most of her attacks are ability. So I like to have this in there just to pierce through that basic armor. This card gives you 6 power, 2 ability pen, and 4 ability pen once you upgrade it. I go with 2 shock and then a strike. And that takes care of my penetration for the most part. But I do have one more slight pen card. So right here we have the Staff of Adamant, though. Let's go ahead and look at this. This card gives you 6 power, 30 mana, and then 12 power once you fully upgrade it. And I equip this with 3 major casts. So again, going with that damage and the mana. That's a combo I like. And the last card, I didn't use this card in Legacy too often, but I'm going to play with it with her deck. And it's the Necrovel. It gives me that 2 ability pin, giving me a decent ability pin along with my shadow scroll. So now I think I'm good on pin. And this card gives you 6 power and a unique passive. On player kill, enter the shadow plane for 3 seconds. I like this because as Countess, what you want to do is get into that back line, get their Murdoch, get their Twin Blast, Sparrow, Grim, whoever their carry is, and you want to burst them down if you can. And once you do that, Necro Veil will put you into the shadow plane for 3 seconds, which will also help you get away. So in theory, that's what I'm thinking, and I've seen it in practice a few times in games, but I need to get better with Countess to really make it work. So she does have a fairly high skill cap, I think. She's not just easy mode anymore. You can't just go one-shot somebody and get out. So, but as of now, it seems to be working pretty well. Helps with her survivability a little bit. But I want you to use it. I want you to use it and tell me how it's working for you, because it's my deck, so of course I'm biased. In any case, people, that's what I have for Countess right now. If you like this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and share it out, because some other people might like it as well. Also, let me know how you're liking Countess. Do you think that she's still viable, or do you think they nerfed her too hard? Because it seems to be a lot of mixed reviews on that right now. So let me know your thoughts. I'm curious to see what other people think. In any case, people, this is Orseofkorse. That's all I got for you tonight. We'll see you in the next video. I plan to be posting at least a couple of times a week, 3 times I'm hoping for, and a couple of live streams, mostly on the weekends because work is getting crazy. But expect to see me on YouTube. So I'm out, people. Have a good one. Thanks for viewing. I appreciate you as always.